The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 62. We get the NASDAQ up 8.5. The S&Ps are up 6.5. Gold is up $17.70 at $12.64. You got silver up 66 cents, $17.05 an ounce. Platinum is up $17.5 at $1,017. We have oil up 85 cents, $51.22 a barrel. Notes are up 3 ticks at 131.01. Bonds are up 12 ticks, 166.28. King dollar down 387 ticks at 93.44. We got free money and we got expensive commodities.
That's for sure, man.
Pretty intense, man.
Oil, gold, right?
Yeah. And we have the oil numbers coming out at 10:30 this morning, folks. And this S&P is right next to its highs, and I suspect, we'll see. I mean, we'll see what those oil numbers come out with. That's a beautiful thing, no doubt. Now, let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks from TD Ameritrade Think or Swim. And don't forget, folks, every trading day right here at TFNN, we start live programming Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 o'clock in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. Tuesday, Thursday, 7 o'clock in the morning to 6 in the afternoon. We do replay all of that, but you get live content all day. Kevin's got an awesome show on, TD Ameritrade Swim Lessons. Kevin, Scott, Cindy, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. You trade options, folks. It's a must, okay? Right on your cell phone, TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. How are you guys doing?
Well,
doing good, man.
We're doing good, but, I suspect that you're over the top because every time that I'm looking at these grains, I'm thinking of Kevin Hinks.
They are heating up. That's all I can say. We are in the middle of a summer trade, and the scary thing about this trade, Tom, in the grains is it's starting to look eerily like 2012.
Yeah.
When weather came in and really threw these markets into a tizzy.
Right.
So I'm very careful here. You've got to not only pick the right price in grains right now, but you've got to pick the right time on the calendar to get in and get out.
It's heavy, man. And then the WASD report is coming out. Is it this week or next week? It's coming out pretty soon, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and that's always a big volatility number. Guys play that hard.
Yeah.
And that usually puts the tone under the grains for the next at least a week or so.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah, the WASD numbers are absolutely crazy, and especially now that we're in this time of the year, and we're starting to get into a weather market. South America was obviously disappointing, and they're forecasting some warm, hot weather for the Midwest. So, these futures are really getting ahead of the game here. They're putting serious risk premium.
Aren't they? There's no doubt, man. There's no doubt. And, of course, in the S&Ps and the NASDAQ and the small caps, basically S&Ps are definitely, right next to the highs. And it's going to be interesting because we're coming into option expiration next Friday. And, it's a quick, not a quick one, but it's always the third Friday, folks. This happens to be as quick as you can get because of the way that the calendar's set up.
Right, exactly. Good, very, very good point, Tom. For those people looking at the calendar, this third Friday comes up pretty quick.
Yeah,
it's almost the earliest expiration it can be, and don't overthink it. It's the third Friday of the month, no matter what it is.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So it's not tricky once you get used to it, but you just got to be ready. It can sneak up on you sometimes.
Yeah, no doubt. So what are we going to be talking about today?
Today, as we like to do, Scott or Tommy, when we go to do some heavy content like we did the first couple of days, we're going to take a step back, talk about advanced order types. Once you get this idea of exactly how you want to put in an order, we want to show you how to do it, right? We want to educate you on how to use this Ferrari that you got parked in your garage, which is Think or Swim.
That's a fact, folks. And if you haven't test drove it, now, it's real easy to test drive, folks. I've been using it for years, okay? Just come over to our website at TFNN, hit the TD Ameritrade banner. You can bring it up. You can test drive it. Bottom line, You talk about sophistication. You know, it has it all. That's the bottom line. It's almost like, you know, I guess in all computers, we never use the computing power that we have. And in order to use the computing power that's inside of that, it's quite a bit.
Especially when you're using it to trade,
Tom,
right?
Yeah.
One of the biggest hurdles that we have to get over when we talk to customers about the Thinkorswim platform is their intimidation by it.
Yeah.
They're afraid to touch it, and we have to like ease them in and show you, no. It's so good that it's simple.
It is simple.
Not confusing.
And when you're setting up those trades, you'll be able to see, folks, how simple it is when you can just set up really. You don't have to make the trade too complex. But if you just do it on paper and make it complex, it'll blow your mind that, oh, my God, I can actually put this in, and you know what you're doing before the fact.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Exactly.
Risk, reward, those hockey sticks, right?
Right.
What are the parallel bars?
The hockey sticks
goals.
are great, man.
Yeah.
The goals and the hockey sticks, man. You know, because we're in a visual business. I think we're a visual business anyway.
Everything is visual, I think.
Yeah.
The visual aspect of the Thinkorswim platform is really what I've been using my entire career, are the graphs.
Yes.
I've always gotten a better experience using the visual content. So, yeah, it's great for me.
Yeah, because
It's complicated, so you got to make it a little bit easier, and I think that's why when you make it visually, your brain can process. Okay,
I agree.
wait, that makes sense. I understand.
No, it's just like life. If you
Right?
do that
It
with
is.
life, you're
That's what
good.
I say. I think everything's visual, like if you put it in
Keep
that
it
perspective.
simple, right?
Yes,
Totally.
right.
12 noon, folks, right here at TFNN. Right on your cell phone, TFNN.com. Hit Tiger TV. Kevin, thanks so much. Have a great one. We look forward to show at noon.
Always a pleasure, guys.
You too. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow right now up 24. You get the Nasdaq down 2. S&Ps are up 2.5. We have the gold contract up $16. Silver caught a huge bid, man. Silver's up 61 cents. That's about like 4.5%, I believe.
Big action.
And oil, we're going right to oil, folks, because oil numbers are coming out at 10:30. And if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, folks, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You can hit the banner on the top or the side. You can bring up the platform. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. And right now, we are going to get into this oil market. I'm going to get 10 of these contracts. Now, I already have the binaries.
Yeah, so I just executed it because even as we were talking, we got it at 24. It's now at 25. So we were looking at this over the break, right? The numbers come out at 10:30.
Right.
This is a binary that goes until 11 a.m. The floor of it's at 51. The ceiling's at 52.50.
Right.
So you got $1.50 in oil, and that's going to be $150 in the contract.
Right.
So that's why
per contract.
Per contract.
Right.
So basically, you just initiated 10 contracts. But to put it per contract, this was the setup, as in $24 of risk, getting it at basically $51.24, and so you're paying about 12 cents in premium, $12.
Right.
Because there's about $12 of intrinsic value in there with the 12 cents. Oil's trading at $51.12, and you got in at $51.24. So you're paying 12 cents premium. But yeah, what did you say? You said, I don't think I'm going to trade it because I'm already long, basically, with the binaries. I have a trade on, which you do, and I laughed when we found this because it was such a nice setup.
Because I like those.
Yeah, and I agree it is. For the numbers coming out right now, paying only 12 cents in premium, 52.50 is not outlandish if there's a big number for that to pop.
No, it's
for
not.
Sure.
Because what we did yesterday is that it took the swing point out. It had the same amount of volume, the actual futures contracts. It's 488,000 that it traded yesterday, and that was the high the last time. So it was the same deal, but it got over it. So it's like, you know what? I see a couple more dollars here. So, so that's the first part. The second part is actually helps it, I think, a bit more. And what that is, and this is where this gets wild, folks, is that the dollar is getting killed.
Okay.
So it's like, guess what? The numbers. Well, this is my take right now. The numbers could come in a little bit weak, but because the dollar's getting killed anyway, it's like, hey, they might price it up anyway.
You're on the right side. Yes, definitely.
So,
and no matter what, you have your defined risk, right? And basically, you're risking $24 per contract. But guess what? The great thing is that if oil settles exactly where it's at right now, you're getting back $13 per contract.
Right.
So that's, it's not all premium, which is nice.
Right. Now, that's the great part. Now, the sad part, it could be the sad part, is that if it goes under 51, I lose it all.
Oh, of course. Yeah. You have that at risk. Right. Exactly.
But
for sure.
What happens, folks, when you trade these contracts, I love these that are at the bottom or the top of the box.
You like a nice risk reward.
I do.
You're risking,
I do.
You're risking $1 for every $5 in potential profit.
Right.
So you only have to be successful, really, 1 out of 6 times or better.
Right.
And you'll be profitable in this trade. Yeah.
Right.
If you hold it all until expiration, if you get, full value on each side, there's a lot at play, but you can see how that would work out.
And even if you don't, let's say I go to 1 to 4, that's still pretty good.
Right, and that's why I was like, that's only if it goes, basically, that's making it a binary.
Because that's what does happen a lot.
Yeah,
right. And, we'll see where this shakes out coming into 10:30. But right now, here, I'll show you something intraday, too, because
Just minimize this. Just minimize that.
Because intraday, what we have had, CLN6, we had one little burst here, which I'm always looking for, and here's the burst right there. So at 51.27, which is the high, we have volume up there. So I like that setup. It's like,
from
okay.
940 this morning.
It's 940. It took out the little consolidation that had been up there, since 6 o'clock this morning. Took it out with volume. It's like, okay, so your probability is that it wants to go higher. And we're going to find out pretty quick, man.
We're going to find out. That's
so
for sure.
check this out. Let's switch gears just for a second. This silver needed a pop. Well, it's up 3.7%, and we needed that inside the metals market. If you take a look at this silver, SIN 6. You know, the silver equities, look at that thing. The silver equities had caught the bid, but silver itself, man, just wouldn't move. It's so volatile, man. It's amazing. But that's what silver needed. We're already at 43,000 contracts. When I just did the update at 10 o'clock, it was 40,000.
Wow.
So yeah, so there's some good juice there. And DXM, it's about this dollar, and yeah, this dollar continues lower, 93.45. Now, one of the numbers to watch on the dollar, folks, is going to be the high of the low, which is 93.03.
That's from May 3rd.
Yeah. Our phone number is 877-927-6648, and the NASDAQ composite too yesterday, the biotechs, they were weak. So it looks that we'll see whether the NASDAQ can make the highs of April. I think it's going to, but it's going to be so freaking deviant. It's going to be insane. Do you know what I mean? Because every little pullback, what has happened, folks, in the last few days is that the market has opened up, the market has pulled back a little, and right at the same time when we're going on, and then all of a sudden it charges forward again. Not all, the S&P and the Dow Industrials. If we go to NUGT, if you want to see, that's no doubt a rocket ship. Okay, so the NUGT was at $72 4 days ago, and we're at $111.30 right now.
And go through what that is.
And the NUGT is the 300% bull position of the New York ARCA index, which we go to GDX. Look at this. We're breaking out to highs, I think. 26. Yeah, it is. Okay, so the GDX, the actual equities, are breaking over their highs. 26.17. And this is a 1-to-1. This is, the GDX is the, I believe this is the index. 1 second. What does it say? This is the gold vector minus ETF. Yeah, no, this is it. It said it right below it, right? Tracks the performance of ARCA Gold Miners Index. Okay, so this tracks the performance of it. Inside of this, you have Barrick, Newmont, Goldcorp, Agnico Eagle, Newcrest. If we go to the XAU, it's going to be wild that they're all. So this is going to be a big day, folks, to see what. Let's see, the XAU is at 93.05. The high is 93.66, and the Gold Bugs Index is up 1178 at 235. That's going after the highs too. And if we take a look at now, a way that you can gauge the volume, folks. What happens is the XAU and the HUI, the volume gets put. I don't know exactly how it gets put together, but it's not like you can get it all day long. They accumulate it. They send it out at night. So what I do to get an idea of, are you going to have volume in it? I pull up some of the stocks that are in it and see, do you have volume or not? Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
Let's go to Helen in Largo. Hey, Helen, what's going on?
Hi there, Tom. How are you?
Doing great. Yourself?
Fine. Listen, Tom, I need to have your outlook on Chesapeake Energy. The chart looks really good on it. How much more upside do you see on this?
Awesome. Stay right there. We're going to be having oil numbers as soon as we come back.
We're going to wait for the oil numbers first, then we'll tell you, right?
Stay right there. Coming right back, folks. Dow's up 42. NASDAQ is flat. S&Ps are up 4. We're going to be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today.
EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow up 33, NASDAQ is down 1, S&Ps are up 350, and oil numbers just come out. We just went from 51.10 to 50.92. We'll see where this rocks and rolls in the next few minutes.
Yeah.
But the first initial reaction is we're going south versus north.
Can you slide down here and pull up the news? I saw the numbers flashing across, and I don't think it was a huge miss either way. They went so fast that the news.
Is this one good for you?
It might be. Maybe if you scroll down and see if you have the numbers.
So.
No, we're just looking for the main story.
Yeah, I'm with you, right?
A decline of like about 3 million barrels.
And 6. We're going to be right there, Helen. This is going to. We're just trying to grab these numbers. Okay.
There we go. Crude minus 3.2 million barrels.
Yeah.
And the median estimate was about minus 3 million. That's what. So I thought I saw it flash. Pretty close.
Bad. Yeah. So we'll see where this shakes out, and I got all of 29 minutes.
Yeah. And that means the real action is going to be depending on what it says deeper in there, right? As to demand or so forth. There's a lot that contains.
There is.
That very smart people are fighting through right now.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Right? I mean, if you're the first person to fight through it and find out what it means, guess how much money you make. Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
So CHK, right, Helen?
We might have lost her.
Oh.
Let's see. Yeah, we lost her.
But let's take a look at it. So we get CHK, which is Chesapeake Energy. The low for the year is $1.50. The high is $13.45. And this is coming into quite a downdraft, you know. Let me pull this back a little. So you have this is, well, I see what she's looking at. She's looking at the 759. What happens if you put this on a monthly, you know, it's been it's been trying to get off a low for 5 months right now. You get some money in this right now. I'd be careful the next few days because it looks to me like you're coming into that down bar of 70 million And, yesterday we did 44. So it's going to need a lot more cars. So the cars will be a sideways move before you're going to get into higher price out here.
So I happen to see a headline that gasoline futures dropped from like 159.2 to 158, so 1.2 pennies.
Okay.
And yeah, I almost just, my mind was running as you're talking about Chesapeake, and it's like, man, 1.2 pennies. How often do you say, if I had a penny every time, It's like the price of gasoline just moved in an instant, 1.2 pennies, how much money that is a factor of when you think about the market and how big oil is and how big these moves really are.
Right.
If I had a penny every time somebody fills up the gas tank right now, yeah, that's what the market just shifted,
Well, look at this. I saw the FCX. This is the same type of deal. I saw this come across the tape when you were talking. And there it is right there. So Freeport McMoran, they, for every 10-cent copper move, it means $425 million.
Yeah.
That's
that's
unbelievable.
earnings before interest, taxes, all that. But yeah, so it has every 10-cent copper move has basically a $500 million change to their earnings before all that accounting.
Isn't that wild? Yeah.
That's a good. That's
a big number.
Yeah.
Now it looks to me like if we go over here, I think oil's going with us, Tom.
Yeah, that's the way. That's a great thing about 11. Oof, look at that. It's a great thing about 11 in the morning. That we know, and anybody who watches this show and sees these news numbers come out, the first 5 minutes is never an indication of how things are definitely going to go.
Right.
Not even close.
Right.
Yeah. And so what's remarkable here is that there's no premium in this at all right now. The bid and the offer are basically just splitting right over where it is, 4 cents bid offer. So you see what happens.
Yeah. So what happens here, folks, is that when there's no bid, I believe I'm even right now, right? Or I'm up
you got in at 24.
Pennies.
So, you got in at 24. The market's at 25. You could get out at 25. It's basically.
That's 51.25, right?
Yes.
And so and what does happen here? So there's a 4-penny spread, right?
Yes.
So the real key is going to be as we get closer to the 11 o'clock hour, it's going to be like, okay, the risk is that it ducks down right before 11 o'clock. Or do I just get out and say, okay, I was hoping that I get a higher price? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. We get Paul in San Jose. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
Good morning, guys. How you guys doing?
Morning, Paul.
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
I'm doing awesome, man. Thanks for asking. Hey, I had a question about a general strategy for gap downs.
Okay.
How would you deal with something like VRX? If you were in that equity, I know you wouldn't be, but if you were in something like VRX yesterday, and you had a significant gap down like that, do you have a go-to strategy to get out of that equity? Do you get out right away? Do you kind of wait?
Well, if it gaps down on you, the danger of waiting at all is that it's going to continue lower and much lower, right? Like here, I'll show you. Because yesterday I was looking at Biogen, and Biogen gapped down, but when you see it, it's like, oh my God. So when it gapped down yesterday, it opened at 264, okay? And the day before that, it was at 290, right? And then it went from 264 down to 250. It not only gapped down, it just continued down, right? So your risk is that instead of trying to trade your way out of it, that if you stay in it, you're really going to get toasted. Now, I've done both. You know what I mean? Yeah, I have. You know what I mean? I haven't done that in years because I trade futures so much, really. You know what I mean? It's like you're not going to stay in the futures market. So, but I have done both. And what does happen is that you're going to lose either way. All that happens is that you're struggling all day long sometimes if you get it down in the gap down. You're hoping just a little back because every time it comes back, you say, oh, am I going to sell it and I'm going to lose so much? You know what I mean? So when push comes to shove, man, I'd say that, you got to sell it, man. You got to you got to get out of town.
Get out of town as soon as possible, huh?
Yeah, and it's hard. It's psychologically, it's hard. I think I think everyone, you're going to have a few battles until you get to the point that you know that, okay, you need money to be in the business, and if you like the business, you want to be in the business, and that's kind of where my head goes. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, if I don't get out, man, guess what? I'm broke. Sure. You know, so yeah.
All right, hey, thank you for the advice. I really appreciate it, guys.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. That's some of the hardest deals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we talk about the same thing. You know, you think about, would you ever get into the trade at that point? And maybe you would. Maybe there's situations where it's not that outlandish. Maybe it didn't gap down. Maybe you have some profits. Maybe there's still support right underneath it. You know, I'm sure there's a lot. Would you initiate that position? Just keep that in mind, the same deal. Would you?
And I think that's even better.
Would you be buying there?
Because if you say that to yourself,
you know, and you don't have to be like always buying there, but just having that mentality,
that's
at least
right.
Considering it.
That's right.
And sometimes when you'd be like, no way I would be buying it, then
right.
yeah, you know,
right.
sometimes you'd be like,
that's right.
I might not buy it here, but I'm still
But
okay.
if you might, then it's all right.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, right. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We have the Dow Industrials right now are up 44. You get the NASDAQ up 2.5. S&Ps are up 4.5. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow right now up 42, NASDAQ up 2, S&Ps are up 4.5. And if we go over, let's take a look at the binaries, too.
Sure.
Okay, so we started the week off Monday, and, you know, the binary, you know, I'd like the shot on the binary.
Yeah, and you got in at 1550. If I recall, the market was about 10 by 1550.
Right.
Or about, yeah.
Right.
1050 by 1550.
Right. And what I have is that I am saying that the oil market has to be over 52.25. No, well,
yes.
50. Yeah,
you got
52.25. Right. Friday at I believe it's 2:30. 2:30.
Yep.
Right.
Which is the end of the day essentially for oil.
Right. And what's cool about that, folks, is that I don't have to wait until Friday to get out of that.
No, I mean to put it, that position right now has $242 of value, and you got in with 155, so you have $85 in profit. You're up almost more than 50%. To put it in perspective,
right.
But I'm just stating.
No,
of course
sure.
you don't have to. Yeah,
right.
yeah. You're playing for bigger profits.
Right. And in this particular case, so I got it's not bad. It's only 75 cents from where we are.
And that's bringing it back to what we just said. If you were to say, should I get out of this trade? Well, then you think about, would I initiate it here? Yeah, you definitely might initiate that trade right here. Putting up only 29 to make a potential 71 with the market about $1 away with 2.5 to 3 days of trading.
And the numbers out. See, what's going to be intriguing here, just even as we come into 11 o'clock, my risk would be staying in, which I'm going to stay in, because I can see how the market is trading here. And it closes under 51, and I lose, the
$23 per contract.
Exactly.
$230,
or stay in, and we just get a little pop, or it stays where it is, and I break even, or make $10.
Because you have $10 per penny right now, basically, of movement.
Right.
At risk.
Which is wild, isn't it?
It's a big, There's some, you have some exposure, right?
Right.
For sure.
Exactly. And what I like, so if you go over, folks, if you don't have the futures, what you can do when you're doing oil is if you put USO up, what you're going to see, and this is what I like, is that the spike that came in when the number came out at that 1244, that has volume. So to me, that wants to be at least tested.
Yes.
Now, what would be great is that if it doesn't get tested as we're going up to the 11 o'clock, what I wouldn't want to see is that it get tested on light volume right now and fail like right now.
Sure, yeah.
Because then it'd be like, uh-oh.
Get tested at like 1050.
Exactly. And then it's have 10 minutes to get down the other side of it again,
Sure.
Different type of ball game,
Yeah. I mean, you have good action, though. You do.
Yeah.
51.25. I mean, if it expires here, you'll basically cover the cost of your execution, with 1 penny in profit.
Right.
Almost. But, yeah. So what else? We have natural gas. What's natural gas doing? Because we have natural gas tomorrow.
That's tomorrow at 10:30. So, and folks, if you hadn't tested,
moving right past to the next 10:30.
Yeah, totally.
Moving on.
So natural gas, we're trading 255, and this absolutely has caught a bid. This is up from, let's see, look at that straight line move. So that's the 27th.
Yeah.
221. 221. So just to get that in perspective, that's like a $3,000 move in the future market. That's why if you're trading, so it's $10,000 for $1, which is just amazing. Okay, so what you'd want to do, folks, is that's why I particularly like trading that Nadex product, because guess what? You can defined risk is totally different. This was small. It's much smaller. That's what it comes down to.
Yes.
Now what's going to get cool here is that if natural gas stays like it did today and it has no volume, see what we've done is that we'll get over that high, and it's dramatically lighter volume, and that would, to me, that would set up, you could get a nice little pullback, and then that'll be the number tomorrow, and then on a longer term basis, it looks like it's really caught a bid now. Then, you pull back to the 239 level, and then sell it where it is now, comes back to the 239 level, buy it. That's one trade. Another trade would be you can just wait till the numbers come out. If it pulls back to 239, buy it.
Yep.
Got all those differentials out there, no doubt about it.
We'll keep checking in on that oil.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how things are going to fare in the final.
I know,
This is when, with 12 minutes and 45 seconds exactly.
Right. And what's so cool, folks, is that when you do bring up these boxes, as you're looking at them, it has the minutes and the seconds right at the top of the box. Right?
And when you're making trades that are that short term, it's important. The seconds actually do matter.
The seconds.
Well, on a percentage basis, is there 11 minutes or 10 minutes left? Because that's a 10% different in time when you put it that. But time is premium in these, and so it should matter.
Oh, yeah.
It really should.
Listen.
And you'll see, the market will dry up, I think, with, 2 minutes left, maybe that's where the market makers might dry it up because the moves are just so quick they can't keep the bid offer in relation quick enough.
And what we did see, just so you understand this, is that 30 seconds before the numbers come out,
so
folks.
10:29:30.
Right.
The market's there was still a bid offer, but it was only for 4 contracts.
4 versus 10 or 20. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and that's for the same reason. They want to make sure they can adapt that bid offer just to stay where the market should be.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
Tell oil to cooperate here. That we can't have 2 down bars coming into it.
You gotta love it. 877-927-6648. Let's go over to ExxonMobil. So, Exxon caught a bid yesterday. Getting a little tired out here today. Chevron, Exxon's up 29 cents at 91. Chevron's up 67 cents. You're at the 104 mark, and the high it's going after is 104.26. Now, this is where this gets really, it's subtle. And what it is, 7.5 million was at the volume at the high. We've already done 1.5 million. That's a lot of volume. That's pushing into that with volume now. That's a lot of volume just for the small amount of time that we've been open. Well, we're open, an hour and 20 minutes. And, if we go to the XLE, I expect the XLE folks to somehow try to get into 72. You're at 69.92 right now, and I think that's what's going to just get the S&P up to where it wants to go. Let's see, at 71.93. 71.93 is the next swing point. So it's like, okay, wants to go up and visit his friends. Oil will stay up there. So we have Steve Rhodes next Tuesday night, right?
Yeah.
Next Tuesday night he's going to be doing a workshop.
He is.
Yeah.
Flag Day, June 14th.
Flag Day. You can come over to our website, folks. You'll see it right on the... Actually, we can bring this up.
Sure.
I just bring this one down, right? The other one's up there? Okay.
And what's oil? Man. Tell it to pop. 51.13.
51.13, and we got... I got 10 minutes left.
Yeah, so he's doing a workshop for his subscribers, Mastering Probability, Tuesday night, 6:30 till 7:30. It'll be archived, of course. The long, short line every trader needs to know about, the oscillator unchanged line. So you can click on it. You can kind of see some of the topics, some of the description of what he'll be talking about. It'll be archived. You can gain access to it. I encourage people to go there, sign up right now because he sends out an awesome newsletter, and you can gain access to the archives. Gain access to today's newsletter, the whole deal.
Right on the front page of TFNN, folks. You stay right there. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow right now is up 52. Nasdaq's up 5.5. S&Ps are up 6. We're going to be right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, swim lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we get the Dow up 46, Nasdaq's up 4, S&Ps are up 4.5. They're trying to crack that oil market under that 51. We get 5 minutes left. I get actually 5 minutes and 31 seconds left. And we're at 51.01 right now. So it's going to be a long 5 minutes, no doubt.
You know, when you have a bullish directional bias and oil goes down 25 cents in the last 15 minutes of your contract, that's going to happen, unfortunately. But,
I know.
But guess what? We're not in the final 15. We still have 5 minutes left.
Life in the city, man.
I think we said about 15 cents higher when it was 7 minutes left. That 7 minutes is an eternity, so we got a fast 2 minutes. We'll see. We'll see what the final five does. Yeah.
And if you haven't test drove that platform yet, the Nadex platform, folks, a great time to do it. We get gas numbers coming out tomorrow.
Yeah.
And,
all over
and of course,
again.
never mind just, and the indices in general. So let's go to the NASDAQ for a second, because the NASDAQ, is struggling here a little. So today, inside the NASDAQ, the laggard is a C-Trip, which is down 5%. Vodafone is off 3.5%. Tractor Supply is down 2.5%, and Regeneron is down 2.2%. The leader is Tesla, which is up 2.8%. CSX, that's up 2.6%.
Picard, maybe?
Yeah, Picard is up 1.6%, and you got American Airlines is up 1.5%. Let's go back over to this oil contract for a second. Yep, going the wrong way.
I'm just going to jump to Nadex as well and pull it.
It's definitely going the wrong way. So we're at 50.93, and that gets anything under 51, I'm toast. Toast, man. There's no market. Well, there's no market. Oh, there is no market,
There's no market.
Yeah.
And that would make sense, because like we said, it was pretty much oscillating right around the number.
Right.
So if this gets above 51, you'll see a market again.
Right. Because they wouldn't even...
There wasn't much premium. You're almost paying dollar for dollar. Slightly, but pretty much.
Well, and this is where it gets interesting, too. So if you're looking at our screens right now, folks, there's an offer at 51.01, but it's only for one contract. Because it would make, if we were on the other side of it, it makes 0 cents to sell any contracts for only 4 pennies. When you still do have time. Do you see?
Right.
Because, you could bounce, and it's like the person on the other side is like, why do I sell any contracts?
Okay.
Don't you think? That's why, because if they wanted to sell some, they'd put more than one contract up there. Because the risk is way too high on the other side, just to make 4 pennies.
Sure.
Maybe they'll blow it up now since we're down to 50.84. And so what it's doing is testing the other side of the bar from 10:30. That's how this thing has been shaken out.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Have to love it. And, folks, you stay right there, because our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, of course, is coming up next. And then we'll go to TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim headquarters. Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. And, of course, don't forget all this programming you can get right on your cell phone, TFNN.com. Hit Tiger TV. You're going to get some great video and audio. And, of course, don't forget Monday, Wednesday, Friday, live content, 8 o'clock in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. Tuesday, Thursday, 7 o'clock in the morning to 6 in the afternoon. I'm at 50.95 right now. I have 1 minute and 54 seconds. Hey, give me 10 cents. Give me 10 cents, man.
Is it realistic XP? It could get in there, right?
Exactly. Yeah, it definitely could. We're at 50.94.
Minute and 45 seconds of trading and 4 pennies of movement on the oil. That could creep into some value for sure.
There's no doubt. Dow Industrials right now, folks, are up 34. NASDAQ is flat. S&Ps are up 3.5. Gold's got the bid, folks, up $17. Silver also has the bid, up 65 cents. Stay there. I'm MS. Basil Chapman's coming up next. Thanks, pal. Go get him, folks, and push that oil up to like 51.10 or something.
That'd be nice.
1 minute and 15 seconds left.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.